All right. Hi, everyone. How are you guys all doing today? I hope you're well. Today is Monday, July the 20th, 2026. Welcome back to Life Unwritten. My name is Christina. I'm so grateful that you all are here and joining in this journey with us. Just know that every single comment is appreciated. Your fellowship with each other is appreciated. And I just am so grateful to every single one of you. So I'd like to read a word that I heard just this morning from the Lord. But first, I want to share with you a Bible verse from Psalms 19. This is verse 1 of Psalm 19. I just love the Psalms, so I wanted to share this with you. It states, "The heavens declare the glory of God, the skies proclaim the work of his hands." And I really love this one. This one was David, and he is talking about just the wonderful glory of God's creations and just how amazing his like craftsmanship and is, and it reveals his like power and wisdom and just his divine knowing. And don't forget, you guys, we are all one of those creations of God's, and we should treat ourselves and each other as such. So wanted to share that with you today. The word I'm going to read, I did just hear this morning. God asked me to go ahead and record it, so I am. This one is titled Preparing for the Final Battle. I, the Lord your God, say to you this day, I am preparing you for the final battle. My children, the fight for your freedom has been a long one, but you have endured. You have stood against your enemy with the armor of your father, and you are coming out victorious. Trust in me, my beloved. Trust in my plans for you. Trust that I am with you. Trust that even though you cannot see it, your victory is at hand. The earth is changing. You are changing. Stand boldly on my word and know that I am fighting this battle with you and for you. You will see, you will feel it, and you will know it very soon. This I say to you. The evil in your governments are being prodded by my soldiers. They say, don't poke the bear. My children, they are doing more than poking the bear. Okay, nope, let me redo that. My children, they are doing more than poking, and the bear is standing up in extreme anger. Watch for this. You will see many lashing out. They cannot hide their panic and fury over the loss of each battle. You will see them exposing themselves in these days. They cannot help but lash out. Watch as they give themselves away. You will see who is good and who is bad. You will see the darkness turn to light. Everything they have done to harm you is coming out, coming into the light. These evils will backfire on them and will be the exact thing that brings them down. Know that my children are fighting the good fight. So hold on, my children. Hold on a little longer. You are at the finish line, and celebration is about to begin. I tell you this day, the freedom is here for you. It is knocking at your door. Watch what happens at the Hoover Dam. Watch the Great Lakes. Watch the mountains in the west. I am exposing the hidden secrets from these spots. Watch Texas. I see what you are doing there. Watch New York. Not everyone that seems bad is. I can use any person that will follow me. What is about to happen in New York will shock you, will shock the world. I say, buckle up. The ride is bumpy from here, but it will be worth it. Your freedom is worth it. You have been bound by debt, disease, and manipulation. You have all been lied to, and I am bringing you the truth. I offer this renewed earth to you this day. Rejoice, my children, and know that we are here at the right time, exactly where it is meant to be. Be ready to tell of your healing, of your freedom. Know that I give you my world this day. I love you, Adonai. Well, that was such an amazing word, you guys. It was so powerful to hear it this morning. I just can't tell you how much emotion is behind that. So I will kind of go over it a little bit, pull out some of the key points for you anyway. He starts it off by telling us that he is preparing us for the final battle. And I do feel like we are in the final days of this. He said that we have fought for our freedom and that we have endured. We stood up against the enemy with the armor of God, and we're coming out victorious. He reminds us to trust him, which we always need to do, obviously. And then reminds us that the earth is changing and that we are changing. And, I see so much change. I see it in the world. I don't watch a lot of TV, really no TV actually, but I do see clips of things, and I can see the Lord working in our nations. I see good winning out over evil. Not in every case, but I do see it, and I hope you see it too. And I know we have to trust in God that we are going to eventually win the final battle, and He is taking His earth back. So then he talks about prodding the bear. He said, don't poke the bear, but we are poking the bear, and they are lashing out. He said they can't hide it and that they're exposing themselves with this. And he said to watch for more because they're going to give themselves away. And in that, we'll get to see like who is good and who is bad. And we're going to see the darkness turn to light. And I love the thought of that. I love the thought of the exposure and the truth coming out. We have been lied to so much, and it is time for the truth to be told. He says to hold on. He reminds us to hold on a little longer, that we are at the finish line and we will be celebrating soon, and that freedom is knocking at our door. And it's been a long ride, and it's been difficult, and I know a lot of us are struggling, but he tells us to hold on. So we can do that, friends. We can hold on a little bit longer. And then he starts talking specifically about places that are apparently going to be coming up. He talks about the Hoover Dam, the Great Lakes, and the mountains in the west, that there are hidden secrets in these spots that he's exposing. He talks about Texas. He has talked about Texas before. So I see what you are doing there, he says. And then he says, New York, something is going to happen in New York that's going to shock the world, and warns us to buckle up because the ride is bumpy from here on out. And then he reminds us, though, that our freedom is going to be worth it. It definitely will be worth it in the end. We do have hard times to go through, I believe, but freedom from debt, slavery, from disease, and from all the manipulation that we have been subjected to is definitely going to be worth it. And he tells us to rejoice and know that we are here right in the exact time that we're meant to be here. And I love that reminder from him. And he says, be ready to tell our story, or he says, be ready to tell of your healing and of your freedom. And so we will be telling our stories and our testimonies through this time, you guys. I know it's difficult. I know so many of us are suffering, and the Lord knows it too, and he hears you, and he is making the plans to save you this day. So we have to stand on his word, stand on his promise that he is with us and he will never leave us. Imagine your testimony if you can be so faithful while you're struggling in these times. That alone is such a strong testimony for you to share. It's amazing. It's amazing for us to read some of the stories that you guys are sending us. It's just beautiful and warms our hearts. So keep holding on, you guys. Keep having the faith. We are standing with you in prayer and know that we hear and see every single one of you. So I'd like to leave you with the blessing from number 6 again today. This is verses 24 through 26. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord's face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Amen, you guys. I do wish you all peace. So you guys go out and have a great Monday. I'll see you next time.